Hey guys, I just got in from the freelance. Feels like a whirlwind. Yesterday I was tuna fishing on the Tornado. Today I'm on the freelance at Catalina. Both trips went as good as they could possibly go, and the weather was fantastic yesterday, and it was even better today. Just awesome, awesome weather today at Catalina. I don't think I've ever seen it that calm, that flat like today. It was great. So excuse the mess behind me, but that's all the battery chargers and stuff from getting the gear ready. Hey Brian, hey Terry. I don't know how long I'm going to survive today since I haven't really slept in a couple of days. And it was pretty crazy. Oh. Hey Wham Bates, how you doing? J Bay, are you new here or you been here before? Halibut man, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Hey Eric. Yeah guys, I can't tell you how good the Tornado trip went. Unbelievable fishing in the Tornado. Captain Raymond did a great job. The new boat owners are doing an awesome job, Vern, with the boat. They're making subtle changes. They have some bigger changes coming on. Sounded like they're going to add some tables outside where the bench seats are so people can eat outside. The boat was really comfortable. The air conditioning down below is probably as close to perfect as I could say. Most of the time when I sleep on a boat overnight, it's really stuffy and hot. Sometimes you're sweating a lot downstairs. It didn't matter what level of bunk you had on the Tornado, the air was nice. It was moving, it was cool, it was really comfortable. They provided all the bedding on the boat, which was good. The food was good. It wasn't like really cheap food that you often get when you do, meals included kind of stuff. Breakfast was really good. Blueberry pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon. It was really good. Lunch was great. Smash burgers. And dinner was nice. We had steak and stuff. Tri-tip. It was really good. So the whole crew, everybody was really good. And like I said, the weather we had was just fantastic. By 10 a.m. we had limits of tuna. It was really, really good. Yeah, we had a great day on the Toro. Great day. Looking forward to being on that boat again next year. Thinking about doing 2 trips on there next year, an overnight and a day and a half. But it was really, really good. And today we had perfect weather too. It was so flat at Catalina today. It was unbelievable. Super comfortable ride home. It was just so nice. Now it probably sounds like a broken record, but I tell you guys, it was really, really nice. Really had a great time. You guys, those of you that didn't go on the trip really missed out on a great trip. Hey Jeff, how you doing? You should be having nice weather down there today. We have perfect weather up here. Really nice. Yeah, like Alan's saying, everything was awesome on the Tornado trip. Just great weather, great food, great fishing. I mean, people stopped fishing like 11 in the morning. They had caught all the tuna they wanted, and everybody had their limits, and people were hooking and breaking off fish because we couldn't keep anymore. It was just a fun day. And then we got a few yellowtail. Didn't get the numbers of yellowtail that, of course, everybody wanted, but jackpot ended up being a nice yellowtail. 1.2 knots right now. That's perfect. Yeah, I just got in about an hour ago from Davy's Locker on the freelance, and that's why I was a little late today. My fish are still in the ice chest. Haven't even brought them out yet. I haven't put my fish away from yesterday yet. So I'll do that tomorrow. And then Sunday I'm off to Argentina. I don't know why I thought I was leaving on Monday, but John reminded me today it is Sunday. Sunday we leave for Argentina and Brazil. So I got a lot of stuff to put together, get all the gear ready and do all that. So got to do that. We had limits of bonita today. A couple yellows, one really nice one, probably about 22 pounds, maybe a little bit bigger, and some sheephead, calico bass mixed in. But the bonita were nice. We had some big ones, some over, I would say 10 pounds or so, about 10 pounds, and then a bunch of little ones. Wow, Jeff has a 2-day coming up where they're expecting 20 to 25 knot winds. That's not going to be any good. Jeff, are you guys using the kite much this year? I mean, is that how you're getting your bigger fish, or is it all the school-sized fish like what we saw at Cortez over the weekend, or I should say yesterday? Had a 140-pound bluefin on the kite. Okay. Oh, they just had caught a 140-pound bluefin just before dark today. Oh, at dark on the kite. That's pretty cool. I guess that's why you're down south, because all the fish we've seen up here have been smaller grade fish, that 10 to 25, 30-pound fish. And it was good for my group because everybody could handle it. Light line, 20-pound test line. So with that light line, you can't pull too hard, looser drags. And it was nice. Everybody caught fish. I dumped a couple of fish early because my drags are too tight. I'm used to fishing, 30, 40 pound on the tuna, so I had the drags too tight. So I backed it off on the 20, and it worked out good. So some friends of ours, some of the regulars on here and volunteers, Brad and Judy were up in the Sierras a couple weeks ago, I want to say. And they did good on the trout. There's a couple of fish here. I'll show you the pictures. This is Judy's fish. So I can make it smaller for you guys. Now, make it smaller so you can see it. There we go. That's a nice trout that Judy caught fishing with her husband Brad. That's one of them. Well, that's way bigger than the fish I caught when I was there. And here's another one. This one's smaller. This is more like the size fish I was catching with John. So that's a couple of their fish there. I'm pretty sure this is Lake Mary. Pretty sure that's where they fish, the same lake I was at. And I think I have a picture of Brad. There's one of Brad's fish. That's definitely Lake Mary there. Nice rainbow. That's Brad's fish. Longtime friends, volunteers. That's a couple that took me on my very first trip to the East Cape. Hey Kevin. Hey George. George, sorry to hear about the death in your family. Hope everything's okay. And Kevin was at Crawley. See what he caught. I think I have a couple of Kevin's photos here. So Kevin was at Crawley at the same time. Yeah, George, we had limits of bonita today. Scott, that's kind of a loaded question. Today you could have went over in an 18-footer, no problem. Perfect conditions, flat, calm. Last week, you probably would have needed a 25 or 26-footer because it was so rough. So it's all about conditions. So normally like a 24-foot center console is what most people will have. 25 would be nice. But even that, you have to pick your weather days. You can't just go. So here's one of, this is Kevin's nephew, Ryan. He got this nice fish. That's at Crawley. And Kevin caught this one. Kevin's not smiling because he doesn't have a Tommy burger in his hand. Just a fish. If he had a Tommy burger, he'd be smiling. I think there's another fish he caught here. I don't think that's the same one. Might be the same one. Same size. There we go. This is what I will be fishing for next week. Golden Dorado. I cannot wait. It's not often I get to go target a fish that's on my bucket list. And looking forward to it so much. So looking forward to this trip. 2 days in Brazil, 6 days in Argentina. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, George, hopefully you can join us next year. Be great to have you with us. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. That's one thing nice about my job is I get to fish lots of places. You know, this year alone, Alaska, several parts of Mexico, Loretto, East Cape. So it's pretty cool. Then I'll be in South America. So it's pretty cool. Sometimes when I'm in France, I do some surf fishing, so that's kind of neat. George, make sure you go to my website, sport-fishing.com, and sign up for our updates and newsletters, and you'll get all the notices. You'll get on our email list, and you'll get all the notices, and that's what you need, so you know what's going on. You can also follow me on Facebook, follow me here on YouTube. I post videos here all the time, so that'd be good. Kevin took Tommy's chili all the way up to Mammoth. I think he says he only has like 4 or 5 locations left from Tommy's before he has visited every Tommy's that there is. Is that other states too, or is that just California? I mean, I don't know. Are they outside of California and Nevada? Are they in Arizona too? I don't know. Kevin would know. Yeah, George, we hope to be back on the Spitfire next year. So we'll see. Yeah, over 40 years. You know, I'm just talking about this year, Kevin. Over 40 years, I've fished in the Middle East. I fished in Europe. I fished all of Central America, just about every country except Belize. I fished all over Mexico, both sides of Mexico. Fished a few places on the East Coast, mainly Louisiana. And all over the West Coast. Alaska all the way down. It's pretty cool. All right, so Kevin says there's 3 in Nevada and the rest of them are all in California. Yeah, I didn't know if they had any in Texas or anything like that, like In-N-Out does. Yeah, so we only have a couple of trips left after today. Only 2 more trips. One trip out of Long Beach on the Al Patron. And then the Monday after that trip, we will be on the Patriot out of Avila. It's a crab combo trip. So if you want to come fish with us, a crab combo trip, that would be fun. So come join us. You want some crabs, for Thanksgiving. We're going to be fishing crabs that Monday before Thanksgiving. So come fish with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me see where that. So if you want to sign up for one of those 2 trips, here is the link there. Come fish with us. Either the Alpatron or the Patriot. It's going to be pretty good. So Willie says hi from Lancaster. I need to go visit his tackle shop. I haven't been there. Hey Edward, how you doing? If you've been a fan for decades, why don't you come fish with me? Come join me on a trip. Yeah, Jeff, he's doing those 7 days or 8-day trips to Cedros right now. I think in all of November is his schedule. So Donnie's going to go, Real Raider Donnie is going fishing on a crab combo trip on Black Friday. That's a good time, good place to go on Black Friday. Avoid the crowds at the stores and go on a combo trip for crab. The only problem with going Black Friday is you won't have any crabs for Thanksgiving. Hey Jeff, I was going to ask you, it was a subject brought up on the Tornado trip. I know in Northern California there's no restrictions on rock fishing, but I wasn't sure what's going on down here in Southern California. I know you're in Mexico, so it's not an issue. But if you were fishing like Tanner Cortez or Clemente, are you able to have rockfish on the boat and go tuna fishing in the shallow water? Or is it like it was last year, where once you have a rockfish on the boat, you can't go back into the shallows? You have to stay in the deep water where the rockfish are. So, I don't know if you know the answer to that. I'm sure you do if anybody does. Scott wants to know, do you have plans for the Fred Hall show? No, you don't know, or no, you can't go rock fishing. You can't go tuna fishing after you have rockfish on the boat. Scott, we have not heard if there's going to be a Fred Hall show next year. Normally by now everybody knows what the dates are and what the plan is and all that. And as far as I know, nobody's been told of any show dates or anything. So I don't know if they're going to have a show this year. There will be a South Coast show at the Orange County Fairgrounds, and we will definitely be there. I'm actually paying for a larger booth this year, so I have a booth for the Youth Foundation and a booth for the TV show. Also, Donnie celebrates it over the weekend anyways. Okay, that's good to know. Mike, I haven't even thought about lobster trips yet because we're still filming for the TV show, and I have a travel trip leaving Sunday to Argentina and Brazil. So maybe in December I'll start doing lobster trips. I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know if I'm going to do lobster trips as charters or just for myself, but we will find out. Some of you asking how my parents have been. Here is my mom from the other day. We have dinner every Wednesday. There she is. Still losing way too much weight, but it is what it is. There she is. That's my mother. My biggest fan. No, I'm not going to do Del Mar, Kevin. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Haven't seen you. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, Bill, there is a show up in Ventura, but we don't have any trips up that way. Hey Drew, how you doing? Jay and Andrew, how you guys doing in Whittier? My brother seems to be doing good. I talked to him the other day. He wants me to go lobster fishing. I told him I'm leaving for Brazil and Argentina, so I'm not even thinking about lobsters right now. Jerry, you would have enjoyed Catalina today. We had perfect weather. Perfect weather today on the freelance and wide open bonita fishing. We had 4 or 5 kids today, which I was kind of surprised on a Thursday. Missed school, and they were out fishing with us. But it was nice. They caught their first fish. I think for one of them it was his first ocean fish. For the other 3 or 4, it was their first fish ever. And they were all fans of the show. They all watched the show. So that was cool. I'm not used to like young kids being fans of the show, but it was cool. And when the 2 boys that came with the mom almost canceled because the father was supposed to bring them and he had to go to work, but the mom brought the kids, so that was great. And kids had fun. It was neat. I spent some time with them at the bait receiver, teaching them how to pin on baits, and had the crew guys work with them on casting and getting them on fish. And they had the right outfits. They had 15-pound tests. Spinning gear was perfect for the bonitas, nice sized bonitas, and they did really good. So it was good. Scott wants to know what's the date for the South Coast show in Costa Mesa. I think we'll ask Kevin to get us the date. Wham Baits has it there too. Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. Yeah, I won't be doing Del Mar. I've never done any good at Del Mar, but I will be at Costa Mesa. Donnie's going to be fishing for big stripers on the Delta. In the Delta, I should say. Thanksgiving morning. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Jeff just sent me a text. And yeah, so the rock fishing thing, you cannot fish in less than 300 feet for rockfish. So that means if you have rockfish on your boat, let's say you start off fishing tuna and you're in 100 feet of water, and then you start catching tuna, and then the tuna bite stops or something, so you want to go outside and catch rockfish. Once you have a single rockfish on the vessel, you cannot go back out. I can't go back inside for the rockfish. I mean, for the tuna. I'm tired, sorry. Can't go back inside for the tuna. Just a reminder, guys, when I get back from Argentina, we will have our kids event at El Dorado Park. And it's a co-hosted event with us, City of Long Beach, and California Department of Fish and Wildlife. And there is the dates there, November 15th, El Dorado Park. The day before, I need my volunteers at my warehouse to help us cut bait and get all that ready for the kids. I will be back in the country like 3 days earlier, so hopefully I'll be back to normal by then. So volunteers, please mark down the 14th to be at my office to cut bait and load our truck and get it ready for the event. Okay? And those of you that have kids, plan on bringing your kids, coming by and saying hi to us. Some of the people that you see here, Brad, Kevin, some of the others will be there helping us put on the event. So again, it's going to be on Saturday, November 15th, El Dorado Park in Long Beach, right off the 605 freeway. All right. So please plan on being there. Kevin, can you post the dates for that show? Or Wham Baits, can you guys, when you guys post the dates for that? I want to say it's March, but I don't know the exact dates. Oh, okay, Jeff. That makes sense. Because sheephead and whitefish are not considered rockfish, which is kind of surprising to me, because to me they kind of seem like rockfish, but legally they are not rockfish, which I'm happy because then we can catch them year round. Or I'm just going to leave that there for a little bit so people can remember. Alright, so there's the dates. Kevin posted it for you guys. Hey there, my little cousin from Northern California. Is your dad on today? I haven't seen him. I was bummed you didn't come fish with us when we were up there in Emeryville. Yes, Casey, I know who you are. Guys, that's my little cousin. It's got to be grade school. I don't think you're in junior high school yet. So, cool. Thanks for being here. Your dad's probably working at the fire station today. Oh, there's Dad. Here's my cousin Dylan. Full box fishing. You at the fire station today, Dylan? You home? Yeah, so just to review, guys, the tuna fishing was phenomenal. 12 years old. That's good. You are a young man at 12 years old. I do have a few photos from the tuna trip. I didn't take very many photos, but let me post a couple here for you guys to look at. This is one of my tuna that I caught. There's Brad there in the background. How did I do that? So there's one of my tunas. Not monsters, but it was fun. That one I caught on 30-pound with the live squid. So I got him 30-pound with the live squid, bluefin tuna. And like I said, it was crazy fishing. Really, really good fishing. And look at the weather. How we didn't see one whitecap all day. And let me show you guys one of the yellowtail that we got. This is Jim. He's been fishing with me over 20 years. He got that nice yellowtail. Hey, look who's behind there. That's Alan. He's on here right now. Alan is watching. That's Alan in the back with the hat on. Casting. Alan R. He's in here right now. John was the cameraman. And it was good for him because the fishing was like a little bit faster than a plunker bite. So he didn't have to run all over the boat, chase people. And the fish were manageable. You could kind of keep them in an area. So it's pretty good. Hey Donnie, you should follow my cousin there, Dylan, because you guys are both in Northern Cal. And he does a bunch of open party trips where he uses different boats and things he belongs to. So he's always looking for people to join him. So if you're looking for somebody to fish with in Northern Cal, my cousin would be somebody good to join on a boat. Here's my little tuna I caught that day. Still fun, but this one was smaller. And it was neat. This is Patrick. His nickname is Sandab. He says he grew up watching my show as a kid. His dad has volunteered a few times for our youth foundation at the El Dorado event. And he was really good. He was the hot stick. He must have hooked at least 15 fish, maybe as high as 18 fish, and handed off to people and stuff. So that was cool. Hey Steve, how you doing? Are you home? Are you in rehab? Are you in the hospital? Where are you? And here's one of the yellowtail from today. I don't think I showed this one yet. This was a nice yellowtail we got toward the end of the day. And this was at the back of the island. We spent most of the time, all the morning on the front of the island, catching the bonita. Then we went to the back of the island and we found these yellows. We dumped a couple, landed a couple. That was a nice one there. Yeah, Donnie, but you should go get on his Instagram and follow him, like him, so you guys are, you can, because he'll post on there when he's gonna do an open party trip, and he does like I want to say Monterey and Emeryville and all that stuff, all those areas. so you could join them. What does Steve say? His location is secret, but he is rehabbing. That last yellowtail was today at Catalina on the freelance. This yellowtail was on the Tornado. This was Jim's fish. That was, and that's Alan in the background casting. That was 2 days ago at Cortez. And this one was today. And you can see how rough the water is. I'm telling you, the last 3 days I've been out at sea, not one whitecap. Not one. The ride home today from the island was unbelievably flat. I can't believe how flat it was. All the yellows were taken on live bait. No jigs. Live sardines. All right, Jeff, have a good night. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night too. I'm dead tired. 3 days on the water for me is a lot. So good night there, Jeff. Again, there's our website if you'd like to join us for one of our last 2 trips. We have a trip. All right, Dylan, take care. Good night. I'm going to say goodbye too. So yeah, we have a trip the 21st on the Al Patron, and then the 24th we will be out of Avila fishing on the Patriot, a combo trip and all that. So come join us, and then don't forget on November 15th we'll be at El Dorado Park. All right, guys, I will try to do YouTube live from Argentina. I do not know if they have Wi-Fi where I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere at the river, but if they do, then I'll do it. All right, I'll let you guys know. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for your support last 39 years, and let's get to season 40. All right, good night. Thank you, guys. Bye.